How about
Actually.
testosterone first? That's what we're going to talk about.
Testosterone.
Then we're going to talk about that forecast, that is for sure. And you know, we are going to talk about today's health headlines and what to know about the recent changes with all things testosterone between the risk and the use labels. Now, what you need to know about testosterone screening and lifestyle habits that could impact actual testosterone. I think we're going to go for a record of mentioning testosterone in this segment right here. Hey, joining us today, he's a great man, Dr. Stanton Honig, who is director of the Yale Medicine Male Reproductive Health and Sexual Medicine Program, and also professor of clinical urology at Yale School of Medicine. Doctor, thank you so much for your time today. I think I broke a record with testosterone, not so much here, but mentioning. Give us some of the insight to, first of all, what is testosterone?
So testosterone is a hormone. We think of it as more of a sex hormone, but it has a lot of different functions. It's good for the muscle. It's good for kind of libido. It's good to break down fat. It's good for building bone. So it's a really important hormone, both in men and women.
Now, Doc, what are these changes now to risk and use labels? What is that all about?
So testosterone historically there's been a concern about heart disease or stroke or things like that, or giving testosterone and risk of prostate cancer. And the FDA, based on several different studies dating back within the last year, is starting to loosen up the guidelines for use of testosterone in men who are at risk for heart disease, things like that. So in this landmark study called the Traverse study, they gave patients testosterone and they looked at their risk of heart attack, stroke, things like that, and they showed that there was no significant difference. Similarly, they found that there was no higher risk of prostate cancer in men who had testosterone. Therefore, they're starting to kind of change the label or suggesting changes that don't include risks of cardiovascular disease, but also point out that you have to check blood pressure because there was a slight increase in blood pressure in this particular group.
Now, does testosterone and blood pressure, is that all related in the general theme?
Generally speaking, it's not a problem. So in the people that took testosterone, they only saw a 5 millimeter difference. You can imagine 120 over 80, really only went up like 125 from 120. So really not a major concern, but it is something that you shouldn't get over like over the internet. You really should go to your doctor to make sure that they're following you for this, specifically because testosterone in young men may put them at fertility risk. So testosterone is important, but the body has to make its own testosterone. If you take testosterone, the body says, hey, I don't need to make it on my own, and it actually can lower your sperm count to 0. It's not uncommon for us to see couples coming in and men have sperm counts of 0 and like, hey, I didn't realize this could happen on if I'm on testosterone. So we would warn people that, like, be careful about just indiscriminately taking testosterone online.
Now, Doc, what are some things people can do, though, to naturally just ramp the process up? Give me like 1, 2, or 3 things.
So really, that's a very important thing, Gil, because lifestyle changes have been shown to increase testosterone. For every 10 pounds you lose, you can bump your testosterone 75 points. That's a lot. And it will build muscle mass as well. You also have to be careful with these GLP-1s because it can increase your testosterone, but it can also decrease muscle mass. So when you take a GLP-1, you got to exercise as well, just like you're talking about. Okay.
Very good.
And we're not screening for testosterone. We only check testosterone levels in men who have symptoms like low libido, low energy, things like that.
Well, Doc, what do you say you and I hit the gym soon? What do you think?
Hey, let's do it together, okay?
Thank you
Bring
for
our
your time
testosterone
today.
up.